I do not know what comes next. It's funny the way these lights can talk about anything. Talk about anything. No one's here yet. It's 13 seconds. I think I'm going to make a note. Make a note. Okay. First person shows up. 20 seconds. First person. Or it could be an animal. I don't know. What makes us people or animals? Who is going to tell me if I'm a person or an animal? You know what's funny? When I first started these videos a long time ago, I said everything is on TV. They're telling us everything on TV, desensitizing us to the question. And one of the questions comes out here on the screen when it shows up. Water. All dams. Hoover Dam, 3GD Dam, the Nile Dam, etc. All the Superman 1, okay? And all these shows, and especially in Bugs Bunny, they showed what happened to these dams. Now, I play with relationships. For those, I mean, we're only one person here, but there's going to be others that might watch by chance. And all over time, questions, remarks, reviews, and we participate. And we think the participation is, hey, look at me. I was the first chosen participant. I was the one who won the $1 million. People at the top and what they say about them. Get the general public involved in the loop. And why the loop? Is because you're standing in between the 360 that goes around, that starts today. It goes this way and comes all the way around and goes back that way. And I'm going to design it for you, and it's right inside the heart. It's right inside the heart. And here's the heart, right? But I always like to say, what is the angle of this? Is it like this? Is that the angle of the heart? And is it the inside heart, like they call the skull bones, right? The inside heart, the skull bone of the heart. But this is the small heart, right? Now, what about the outside design of the heart? So we had the inside design of the heart and the outside design of the heart. This is one side. This is one side, right? And this is the other. And if you're looking, it's 6/9, right? Or is it 9/9? No. It's 6/9. And I'm going to show you that first we create the 6. First we create the 6. And if you like, we now create the 9. I'm not going to continue on, okay? But if I did continue on, right, that way, and this way, and this way, what other shapes? I wish I did it a little bit better so you can see what else is coming out of it, right? But we're telling more than one story. The 9 and the 6 is telling one story, okay? And this upside down one here, okay, crisscrossing over, is telling another story. And the story that this one tells at the bottom, I mean, for me, it looks like 99. I mean, sorry, it looks like 969 or 99. So where does the 86 come into it? You know, we have to understand where we build these numbers from. Anyways, I'm going to jump on to something else, but this is inside the heart. Okay, and how do we turn it over that way and turn it over this way? Just 1 second. We are going to jump on to study number 2. I think I did this in the last video. What is this? Before I get to that, I want to talk about happy days. Happy days. Day S. days, dozen, dozen, all the things that go with dozen. It's an action. It is action 12. 12th, 12. Inside of 12, we have to do it this way, because if I do 12 this way, you're not looking at, I mean, you might see Ivy in here, but this way is Roman numerals 4, 5 minus 1. It's talking about Mars. It's talking about the hookup to the DNA in the sun where the birth is going to come. Now, why did I go 4 and 1? What was the title of this? Yes, 5 minus 1 equals 4. 5 minus 1 equals 4. That's why I wrote this. 5 plus 1 equals to 6. So it's 1.5 times 4 equals to the 6 because of 5. So it's 4 plus 2 or 4 plus 1. 4 plus 1, 4 plus 2. Or can we just go 4 plus, look at that. Look what happens when we do that together, right? That's 11. It's supposed to be just 1, 2 in Roman numerals. Roman number. 1 and 1 equals 2. So we're going to talk about Mr. C and the things we don't want to say, and it's Cunningham. REICHE. And all the characters from this program are showing you about the big C. Mr. C. And then we're going to have to go to Fonzie. And this is also not to talk about this over here. We're not to talk about it because as we're transferring, we have to, what day do we transfer it? Well, what day did the Happy Days play? Day of the transfer was Tuesday. We're hearing a lot of Mr. C's. What's something else if it's just an extra Mr. C as this goes on? And when I say with DES, meaning the cube, because it's the day. And then you have to go to Opus Day. Do you understand? The dice cube in French, okay, is said as like day. And day is creation. The cube, French, say, sound as day. And it's going to be, and to me, F is like the separation, you know, because I put a little thing here and a little thing here for F, and then there's the separation between the two, which is actually showing you the swastika in itself. This is just the way the fancy F is designed, you know what I'm saying? Or the capital F, the way it's designed, it becomes 7. Well, what if I did the F this way, right? Then I'd have 7F, 7AF, 7 times F equals to 42, and 13 equaling to 55, and 29 equaling to 84, and 26. What did I do? 55 plus 29 equals to 84. 55 minus 29 equals to 26. The God of birth. They are all connected together in roulette. 8, 11, 13, and 10. Or it's going to be 26, 29, 28, 31. 2 and 8, 10, 3 and 1, 4, 1 and 3, 4, 10, 6 and 2, 8, 2 and 9, 11. They're all the same. This is the divided board. And it's not that I believe it could be that way, because I've designed it that way all over my floor. There's a couple of designs. Hold on a second. Let me straighten this camera. The design, let me see if I can get it over there. Just one second. I'm coming back. I'm coming back to you. Okay. Let's see if we can get that. Let's just put that over there, right? Hold on. I'm going to show you. See if we can walk over there without pulling the camera off its bearings. So we can see. See, can I put it on the stand? Is my stand anywhere? Yeah, my stand is here. Let's see if I can put it on the stand so I can get a little closer to it and point it out. Let me show you. Hold on. Well, first, in this one here, okay, in this one here, let me see if I can see it the same way. Okay, in this one here, I started off here, 3, 2, 1, and I separated. I didn't keep them together. Maybe I should have, maybe I shouldn't have. Okay, so maybe I can close them together and change the number. Right now, this area, because of the separation, will create a hexagon, although it looks like a square. Although there's reasons for this design. See the happy face? The happy face, okay, just one second. Where is it? The happy face or this piece over here? Where am I? Oh no, I'm further down on the next part of it. This one here and this one here, okay, are the same thing. All I did is I connected, these are the black numbers. Where you see lines, they're all the black. Here, I did it squarely. I didn't connect them all together. From here to here is the same thing as from here to here. Instead of going into the center and touching this one here, I did it this way. Not sure if I can bring this camera in a little bit more. Okay, so, and if you want to look at it a little different, maybe we can look at these as 2 eyes, a nose, and the open mouth. Okay, and then this is down our neck. And this area here, this area here, and this area here are the same. It's just a mirror. This is where the mirror takes place. This is where the cube takes place, right over here, in which I did it. Let me see if I can get this out there. I did it in the design over here. I'm not sure if you can see that there's still a little food on the floor. Okay, I'm not sure. Can you see this over here? Can I move my computer just a little bit without pulling it off the wall? Okay. Let me see. Oh, yeah, you can see it much better. You see over here. Hold on a second. Why is my camera doing that? Okay, so here is a cube, but actually it's a straight line. It's a straight line here and a straight line here. Take away the inside Y, which means Earth, divided in 3 parts, a part here, and a part here. You only can see 3 parts of Earth. The other 3 parts are gone. If you connect multiples of these, you can create a greater divide. But everything is supported from, you see where these flowers are? Well, this design, if you take a pen and go from here to here to here to here, okay, hold on, from here to here to here to here to here to here is the same thing. Let me see this again. 2468, 2468. So it's the same thing as this one over here. See this, this here? This is one here, one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. And then which one are we looking at? We're looking at this one down here. Okay, the cube in the center. These are all tulips. Tiptoe through the tulips. Then I have to figure out when I get over here, okay, when I get over here, which is the same thing over here, but this is the top side going down. When this top side goes down, you're at number 19 over here. You're at number 19 over here. You're at number 20. You're at number 21. I make a space in between, and you go back to number 21. I just flip it this way, 21, 21, and this one is 20, and this one is 19. And then this one over here is 19. And then this is 20, and this is 21, and this is 21, and this is 20, and this is 19. And you have to make a bunch of these boards. I only did the 2D style, okay? I had to flip them this way and flip them that way, but I didn't do it because they were already prepared flipped. They already showed me the 36 numbers. They already showed me that. And here's another way to connect it. And hold on a second. Let me see if I can get it a little bit further. Sorry, I just can't get it any closer than that. Let me just see if I can do this here. Hold on a second. What if I lowered it? No, I don't want to lower it. Maybe I can pull my computer just a little bit more. Okay, just got a little bit more. Okay. Let me see. Yeah, when you get to this one over here, okay, or you look at this one over here, it's the same thing, except the dots are now connected. Okay, these dots, let me see. These two dots, okay, are now connected. Hold on, it's at the top here. I'm connecting all the black. Okay, see here in the center over here, in the center over here. Okay, this center over here is right over here, except because of the different design, the different connectivity, it looks like this. These are obligations connecting only my blacks. Have my square over here, have my square over here. It looks like home plate. See the way the three objects come together. So this is the floor design. So when they took the penny off the market, it made one of those designs, and there are others. There's others of that. How can we make this look? What does that do when it comes to a different design? Does it go through the stars? What is it doing? Right? What is it doing? See the way it's going down? See the way it's opening up? Bending the angle? Hold on, the cat wants to come in. You want to come in? Come in. Okay. Let's get on to the next part of this. I just want to speak into the camera for a second. Yeah, a piece of metal hit me in the nose and cut my skin. And another piece of metal was, I don't know how hot it was. Either I was lying on the ground or it was a piece of metal very, very hot. And it just like melted right through the skin. We're made like from this plastic doll stuff, not far off, eh? Not far off from plastic dolls. It's a difference which way you're manufactured. I put a battery inside a doll, my friends, and the doll would be called a robot. Oh my God. We had dolls, then we had talking dolls, and we had moving dolls, and now we call these dolls robots. Oh my God. Evolution. From George Carlin, he just said it well. I'm not going to try and be him because I'm not him. And I don't want to be any of the smartest people in the world. I just want to bring them together. Has anybody brought Einstein for supper yet? Well, I have. I have brought Einstein for supper, for breakfast, for dinner. I've had Einstein here 24 hours a day. And you could too right now. Look up Einstein and think about what he says. And Einstein's with you. Think of what he says and get involved in what you think. You don't need to discuss it with anybody. We need not discuss. My cat is eating probably 2-day-old dried up food on the floor where she wouldn't eat it. She wouldn't even eat her regular food sitting over there. Oh yeah, she licked it up. Oh my God, I put it out this morning. She cried for it. Then I put it out and she went, oh, I don't want it. Why am I here? What is this channel about? What is my channel about? And obviously the one person who is definitely here now is the one who already must know what the channel is all about. Otherwise you wouldn't be here as often, as early, as fast as you can, unless you're incarcerated and you got nothing better to do other than listen to somebody else's common sense. I hope that's what I have. Please let me have it. And if I don't, tell me what it is. And I'll look it over and see if I need to make any corrections based on the assumption of another, because it's all about balance. It's all about balance. The bipolarity, Heinz, Mars, the moon, it's a bipolarity of the command and the creation. Number 33, the 689 rotation through the seventh gate. Why through the seventh gate? The measurement of number 7 is the reason why. The measurement of number 7 is the reason why. Here is the measurement of number 7. It tells me the distance. Okay, it tells me the distance between A and C, because I started here and I went all the way to here, but this position still stays. But now I'm here. Why am I not at B? Because B is the in-between. I need to understand that we went to math, we had math problems. Boy, oh boy, did we ever have math problems. Because until you can put something to work and understand it in your vision and have somebody else who says, it ain't done that way. It ain't done that way. You go, but yeah, I did it that way. So why don't you consider what I have to say? Because when you do consider what I have to say, okay, and I go into the B position, I turn that 7 into a 4 and I get Jesus, time on the cross. The on part is the division of 3. Yeah, you need 4 to get 3. Here, here, and here. That's how you get it. And then you need another one to reconnect. You connect, when you connect 2, 4, 2, 5, 8, you need to go back to 2. Because on both sides of the 2, it's 8, 2, 5, 8, 2. 8, 2, 8, 2, or whichever way you want to do it. And to the 7th gate, it's this number, or 8, 2, 2, 8, and to the 7th gate is, which is 47 times 43. Where's the calculator? Here. 47 times 43. No, that's 2021. 47 times 33. 1551. Okay, so we're going to write this down. Let me see which pen really works here. Okay, take a good guess. Man alive, where's my pens? One, two, three. 1, 2. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. A, C, B, G, the void area equaling to 25, the heart of Earth. But you're going to go TH for time heaven and 24 for the day of year. Gold. E and A equals Mars. E and A equals O next to an R, okay, equals gold. Gold is the reflection in the moon, and it is pliable. So you have A, C, G, and when you go over to G, my question is, are you going over to G because in this world here, what they did is they did this. If you look how the 7 is actually done in this world, they did this, which is showing me A to C, which is now showing me a new angle. Here is the 45 angle. The 45 angle. So this is how to make 7s. Here's 1 7. Can I put a line anywhere here? No, but if I did, the line would be here, or the line would be here. If I put 2 lines here, I had a choice between the line here, the line here, the line here. And if I do this over here, I have a choice between the line here, the line here, the line here, the line here. So in this one over here, if I want 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, I can put a line here and just do that. And that's part of the delta angle. That's part of the delta angle. What I can do now, okay, is stretch this out and end up with number 4 this way. So now we're talking about the delta angle, and it's telling me some kind of other story. I have to figure out that story. Is it telling me things are in 1/4? And over here, it's running by 1/8? Because 1/8 and 1/8 of all of this. So you have 3/4, and then you have 2 parts of 1/4 running as 1/8. The split heavens, which now becomes the face of the cube with 8 void area space, 25, 44, don't forget the 10 that's in the middle, 22, 37, 46, 50, 75, 94, 69. If this was in darts, you would go 50 for the 50 points for the 1 dot, and 25 points for the 8 dot. And that would be green. Green 49. And the red dot, well, that's a red dot, and it's red 27. So you see there's a whole scenario coming over here. Do you believe it? Yo, Robin, nice to see you're here, Robin. It's good to know somebody's here to listen. Somebody else, somebody with a voice, somebody put their John Hancock on my page. Thank you very much. It energizes me to know I'm not alone with what I believe. I might be correct in my assumption or my analysis of the work that I do with putting all this together. Because if it doesn't work for you, it ain't no good for me. I can't tell you that I'm right. I can't tell you that I made it so it tells the exact story. Only you can tell me. For me, it has made the exact story for me. I completely understand where I'm going. Do you know where I'm going, where I'm trying to get to, and why I'm trying to go there? Because once we know that there's a hidden reality that is not being shared, and that's the second part about what I wanted to talk about the show is. When they ask me, do you want to monetize? Sometimes I refuse. I just don't want to monetize. I don't want to know which direct ad should come to me. I don't want to do that work. I'd rather not have the money. Oh, I shouldn't even mention it because it's not peanuts. Whatever, everything is good. So don't talk like that. So now where was I? What was in my thinking? Yeah, so I have to talk in a certain way, otherwise I can get flagged, or I got to mark my channel as obsessive or obsessive or whatever it is. But I'm going to tell you what I do, because I do something that some of you already know, and you're going to say, oh yeah, I already know you did it. Okay? It doesn't matter what I don't talk about, because what I don't talk about, you can imagine. For everything I talk about, you can think, why doesn't he talk about this? And imagine if there's 100 million people watching these videos. Everybody is thinking on their own individually, 100 million people watching this one video going, hey, how come he didn't say that? And how come he doesn't talk about this? I don't talk about what they don't let us talk about. So I talk about the inside, the opposite of what we're not allowed to talk about. The question is it 50-50 or 75-25? Is there 25 enough missing that you cannot create the rest of the story? Because when 25 is missing from 100, it leaves 75 and 25. If you take away 25 from 75, you're only left with half. If you're only left with half, it's very hard to find, because you have to be perfect and on the line of finding the categories, the understanding, how to manipulate and put things together, and not convince other people, but prove that the cycle and system works, talking to us through just the items that the good Lord Creator left us, that were recreated by human beings over time, so we can put the greatest puzzle together of how did we get here? Is there life after you go to the 6x2 area with the guys? The first time you ever get a bear, you all have to call your bear Paul. Hey, Paul Bear. Hey, Paul. You know what? Bear Or. You can call him Bear Or, right? And Bear Or, and you'd be rowing. So he'd be Paul Bearer. He'd be a pallbearer. Wow, all the pallbearers. What is it? Usually 3 and 3 would make it simple on each side, right? They make those things so hard to carry and so heavy. What's 180 pounds? The thing weighs like 400 pounds. Anyways, I'm off course. I'm off course, and I need something to drink. Stick around. I'm out strolling around in the dusty dawn. Oh, you are? And you can imagine that you can't see me, obviously, but if you were holding your phone out in the dusky dawn and you put me against a sidewalk or something, or in the park, you'd say, hey, man, that's like a cartoon show. I'm a cartoon. I got to change, before I go get something to drink, I got to change my color intensity. No good. Let me see. No good. I need some cartoonish stuff. Nah. Maybe. Nah, I don't know. Oh, wait. Oh, I like that. I like that. It sort of makes me look like a little cartoony, no? I'm part of the cartoon. Okay, we're going to leave it like that. It's okay. I'm just part of the cartoon. I'm like a fleshy robotic. How does it work with the head? Oh, just cracked my back. Okay, be back in a second. You like to lie on the box? You like to lie on the box? We're going to leave you right here in the sunshine, all right? You know what? I never have alcohol in the house. Never, ever. I keep it in the bathroom. That's where alcohol belongs, in the bathroom. And you know what's really confusing about 6? Something confusing about 6 is they put 3 X's on a bottle of, you know, when you watch TV sometimes, the old shows, they put 3 X's on it. Does anybody know what it is? Anyways, I'm going to move on. For me, it's always 10, 10, 10. And that would mean it would be 7, 7, 7. It would also be 3 strikes or creation, and creation of the spirit, right? Because that's what's in the bottle. The spirit is in the bottle. And the spirit comes out of the bottle, it builds a church. It builds a steeple with the highest antenna on it, the most reception direct, with a 6-second span of achoo and slap in the butt. And now you're on planet Earth. The ark has begun to breathe. Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to get a body on Earth. This is so exciting. I'm so excited going down to Earth. I already chose my parents. Yeah. Farmer. Yeah, this lady, my mother didn't even know when I was going to be born. I already knew. But I didn't know at what time and at what age. At what time and at what age that I figured out that I chose my parents. My parents can't choose me. That wouldn't be right. We're all the children of God. Didn't we get all our own choices before? And plenty of choices. What did you want? I wanted him 6 feet tall. I ended up with a 5-footer. What did I do wrong? Now he's out the door. Maybe I'll get another 6-footer. I'll get everything I think I wanted, but I couldn't know what I ever wanted because I don't understand the concept of life. My way or his way or her way or their way, whose way is which way should you go? Down which rabbit hole did you look? Was Humpty Dumpty sitting on a wall? Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. I went up to Humpty Dumpty and I was mad as hell. I said, "Are you okay?" He goes, "I'm a little cracked up." I go, "Humpty Dumpty, what are you doing up on top of the wall? You know you weren't supposed to go there. Now we got to protect you on the front line and we don't have enough staff on the back line." The front line, the back line, the front line, the back line. And I'm thinking, what line? Is it a telephone line? What is the reception right now? Things that are going on in the world is what we talk about. And what happened during the days of Happy Days and Mr. C? What happened with Mr. C? Robin, you still here? Sunset purple, little gold, beautiful, and pink and yellow. Yes, all the colors are nice. Something about pink. Do you know what it is about pink? It's one of the rare colors that changes, rare popular colors. I mean, right? That changes names, okay, when they get a color mix. And some of those colors are gray, pink, purple, green, orange, and yeah. So I used to say there was only 1 or 2, and my big thing was always on pink, and my thing was always on pink and gray, because this is white, right, and red, and black. Sorry. This one, okay, is red and blue is purple. And this one is green with blue and yellow is green. So they're all matched up. Now with green, you had the blue and the yellow. And now what do I have to do? I have to put orange over here, because orange is red and yellow. Now, I don't like the way this page looks, and I shouldn't write like that. And there's 2 sides, so I really shouldn't rip it out. And I've been ripping out pages, and I really shouldn't do it. So I'm just going to do it over here. If you want gray, gray is number 7 and 18, 25, and 5 and 25, which equals 757. We're now looking at the gray moon. If you sometimes, some people spell gray with an A. This is through the sun. And the value of this one will be 25 and 1 and 25. And this one is 51. So this one is part of the Mars. And this one equals to 7, 25, 50. This one is 55. Now, this is the freedom of the spirit, the chapel. This is where the reason for this is because number 61 is church. And I just want to make you understand that what I do here, okay, is not by my choice. I didn't give number 61 to church. Like I said, Einstein, Darwin, all the top graduates of this earth, their science my equation. Equation. I can't even spell, eh? Imagine a guy like me that can't even spell. That's funny. Equation. My equation. Not only my equation, it's my file folder. It's the way I set things up. You got to categorize. I want to know if it's a noun and if that noun can have an opposite. I want to know if it's a verb and if that verb can have an opposite. I want to know if it's a pronoun or an adverb, and I want to know their opposites, and I want to know their differences, because everything I don't talk about is the difference of other things that I might be doing. If I bring out one side, you have to bring out the other side. You have to do everything I don't do just to know the difference. And we're going to do that just one little thing. Like they say the opposite between black and white is completely different, but white is numeric value 65 and black is number 29. This is telling me number 14 created it as well as number 16. P and N is that creation. 4 and 1 is 5E, 6 and 1 is 7G. G5, E7, G5, E7. That's what it is. This is the egg. Or you want to go EKG if you want. How do we get these numbers? Where do these numbers come from? What do these numbers do? It's pretty simple. 1 times 4, 1 plus 4 equals to 4 equals to 5. And I'm just going to say 4 and 5. And that's the fox. The way you get it is 9 times 5 equals to 45, E and I. So now you know E and I is going to come together because this is what it created. And it goes both ways. So now you get the fox pass and the sun. I'm using simplicity, just telling the story using the same words. I can add a word, find another word, and if you want, we can make that word a special word and call the word love. The 12th letter, the 15th letter, the 22nd letter, and the 5th letter. 27, 27. The opposite of L is O, and the opposite of V is E. Opposite letters. 3, 6, 4, 5. 3, 6, 4, 5. 9, 9. 10, 8, 8 and 1. Yes, we did that 8 and 1 before. That's Venus, Jupiter, Angel coming together as one. So that equals to a total of 54. So sun and love. Love in the sun. So love is 54 and 54 and in is 23 and THE is 33. These stay in the same categories. Why? Because you end in a 3, it's in an RD family. You end in a 3, it's in the RD family. You end in 4 and 5 and 4 and 5. This is 2 to 1. this is going to create outside its box. This will create inside its box. I don't know how to say it. On dice cubes, you can get this on dice cubes, and each one is going to tell you something different. It'll go 44, 54, 23, 23. I can do 45 if you want the other way, right? It doesn't really matter which way it goes. But this will be 8, this will be 9, this will be 5, this will be 5. This says high freedom. These two over here, okay, are telling us about Q. Okay, they're also telling us about red, when a big red sun. These numbers will be repeated through these numbers over here. 7 times 2, 14. 7 plus 2, 9. 9 and 14, 23. So everything's going to be telling a complete story. And the greatest story is what 23 does. 2 times 3 equals 6. 2 plus 3 equals 5. That is your student of creation. This will recreate my number 14. 6 times 5. 6 plus 5 equals to 30, equals to 11, equals to 41, or minus 30 equals to 19. We now brought the church spirit together with the son of creation, with the orphan child, number 56, or 65. The moon is 75. The orphan child is 65. Add the 10, that would be 75. And then after that, you have to add a 6, making it 81, which is the angel resident. Why did I do all this? I'm just thinking about the equation for future. So I put it out here. Somebody has to remember. Okay, let me look at what Robin wrote. I'm back. The Bulldogs are very active this evening. Purple and pink, northeast, gray, gray, white. Gotta get the moon. Now it's very bright. South side of it, I got it. Pink and black, long clouds, east side of God's artwork. North, nothing but gray a little, black clouds, looks cold. I love stories. I am Robin Ledford, and the bullfrog's coming too. Right? So anyways, here's our color thing that we put together. This one is telling me about 55, how 55 is created, 1 times 6, 1 plus 6. Where did I do that equation? Did I do it here? 1 times 6 equals 6. 1 plus 6 equals 7. When we do this equation, it becomes 42 to the plus side and 13 equaling to 55. The word pass is 55, and the word sky is 55. But in French, it's ciel, and I think it's number 3, 12, 17. It's number 29. The only thing that's missing is the God pass or the dog pass. So these are our combinations. Now I'm going to redo this on another page. Oh, by the way, this is where the moon, the gray is where the moon plugs into. 94 is the total. Did I get that? 90, 6 and 8, 94. Okay, is the long total. $85 is the short total. 9 and 5, 14. 1 and 4, 5. 6 and 2, 8. In the matrix. One matrix, Neo matrix. Because this can be 64, but I'm not getting into it. Okay. Gray. We need black and white. Gray. And we need white with pink. Pink. We need white and red. Now I'm going to go to purple. No, I can't go to purple. I have to change the story around. I'm going to have to go to orange. Then I'm going to have to say yellow. Whoop. I had to do red, yellow. And now I have to do green. And now I will have to do yellow, blue. And now I'm going to do purple, where I'm going to go blue, red. Now I'm going to go purple, green, pink, purple, green, pink, orange. Do I have any more colors to do? North, nothing but a little gray clouds looking cold. I love this story, bullfrogs. Now the west, red now. Now the bats are flying. The northeasterly sky looks like that movie, The Never-Ending Story. Imagination beyond belief to keep you going forever and ever, keeping your vibrations intact in a flow. So I think I got all the colors, the mixed colors. I don't want to do burgundy. So I was able to wrap all my colors around. Can I put it in the order of the rainbow? So purple would be last, but first let's do the numbers. Gray, gray, gray 51, gray 55, black 29, white 65, pink 50, 25, 25, okay, white 65, red 27, orange 60. You know what also is 60? Orange and the diamond. And also it's an anniversary, some anniversary. Which anniversary is it? Red 27, yellow 92, green 49, yellow 92, blue 40, purple 88, blue 40, red 27. So now all these become an equation. Now if you want to do it next, we can add horse racing. Thoroughbred. Standard. Standard bred. 27 plus 2. The red that comes in. But this equation, okay, the R and the E, okay, remember, word add-ons. Building a word. Geometric. So standard, okay, is actually, let's do standard. Let's do it nice and thick. Okay. And you see the way I get A and A. Okay, so I'm going to go there, standard, right? I'm just going to do it like that, right? ST. And then I'm going to do 2 and D. And then I'm going to go, instead of, see this, the A, I'm going to skip the A. I'm going to put a 3. And then I'm going to go RD. And then you're going to go first, second, third. But they're not going to what they do at the end in fourth and not going fourth or standardeth. In none of these does anything say its number. It doesn't say 1, it doesn't say 2, it doesn't say 3, it doesn't say 4. So how everything is changed is another dimension of understanding the difference. Plum color, yes. So we understand what we did here. And there's the harness racing and thoroughbred. So one is TB and the other one is SB. In the spirit of the beta world, 192, right? I'm going to put the 2 and 1 together for creation. It'll end up being 3 and 9. I really have no choice. And this is 20 and 2. And this, if you want to go this like this will end up to be 88. And this is the sky. This will be the painted sky. Should I do 0, 2 also? 0, 2. So that'll be 62, 72. This will be 81. This will be talking about Venus over here. And why and how I do this is what happens when there's a 0. Okay. When there's a 0, we have to calculate what is the full value of everything that goes around. Well, since on a cube, they're always counting this as the full value, 4, 6. I look for an alternative value. And how is that alternative value? This is 1 of 9. This is 1 for 8. There are 8 around it, 1 and 8. The reverse of that is 3 and 6, but the 1 dot, okay, is not occupied on the other side. Therefore, we count them differently, the occupation. And neither is this spot here occupied, and neither is this spot. This becomes a 1 dot 2 void. So right away, you'll know a 1 dot 2 void is because of this, the 1 dot that we can see through with the 2 void. And you can never have more than 6. And the 15th letter, 1 plus 5 equals 6, and the complete circle of this. See, only 4 corners is needed for a 0. But this one over here is this one over here. Do you see the design that's in the center? And what would they call that? The cross. Hold on a second. Let me look that up. Let me look that up. See if I can find it. It's not here. Crosses from the war, pins and crosses and seals and stuff. Let me see what it's going to show me. Yeah, there it is. And I like to call that the 4 fish. Yeah, there it is. I like to call that the 4 fish. So when that's coming up, right, if you want to see it again, I'm going to show it to you right here. See, I can't show you this one because on this one, it automatically shows you a 5, right? So I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to show it to you down here. Just look on the inside. Okay, see that and that design. There's others that are more precise. Anyways, okay, so we went through this. Why did I do this? All zeros equal 6. Now, 0 is numeric value 64 equaling to 10. Okay, we cannot take away the 4 corners of creation, the 4 pillars, the measurement. We cannot take away the measurement, and the one part here, 3/4 and 1/4 equals to half. This equals to 3/4. This 1/4 equals to half because of what the 7 does to the measurement. We only need one more dot to create. A to C to G, back to A again. So what did I do here? 1, 4, and what is that? 11, and 1 is 12. 11 and 1. That's 11 and 1 is because we already used up this area. So it's 11 and 1. Or reverse dice cube, 6, 6, and 6, which is the roadway. This is only one part of this total creation because of the roulette is telling me I have to build this bigger. This is only the core. There should be at least 8 that are around this. This has to be able to move from here to here to here to here, all the way around, making like it's going around the nucleus. So then the numbers are going to change. And 10 is the J letter. It's also produced by A plus B plus C plus D, and it's going to give you a whole dimension of numbers. We did something a little earlier, and I have to go back so I don't forget. And it was the number 28 and 24 that came together. I want to show you something about that 28 and 24. Here it is. The T and H, 28. EAR, which these two create ore, which create gold, total 24. 7 times 24, 6 times 28. On the cycle of God, we rest. The 6 days of man on the cycle of God, they both equal 168, which is either you can look at it this way or this way. I can also invert it, but I will not. Okay. This is part of the half-life of creation. 6 and 1 are together. Remember, I have 7 and 8. 7 times 8. You will end up with 15 and 56 equaling to 71. And 1 times 7, 1 plus 7 will revert, and they keep going back. And these two numbers is telling me about 1/4 time on Mars and the orphan children of pi creation. This over here. We're number 56 or 65. We are called Yo. 25, the letter Y. 15, the letter O. Yo. 52 is Earth. 51 is Mars. 103 is Mercury, in control. So we're going to leave this at that for now. I'm petering. I need something to put in my stomach and my mouth. I'm a little hungry. I'm not going to retard anybody. I'm going to look a little bit what I think it's Robin that wrote something. Never seen the color red before. No stars tonight. Southern Cross. I like fish yummy. I got fish coming on the stove right now. That's what color it is tonight, the picture you showed. And there's a lot of things that I mentioned at the beginning, and it becomes into the makeup. Making up this and looking like something else and occupying our time other than learning certain things that we need that we never thought was that important. And one of the most important things is to understand that we all have differences. And when we get together, understanding what it is. RESPECT. 18 and 5 equals 23. PECT. It's a percentage. Wow. 23, 28, and 16 equals 44. And RES, oh no, I made a mistake. 23 and 19 is 42. It's enjoy. Thank you for watching this video. Let's all take a look at the Sandman. Oh, you know what? I started a new picture a couple of years ago. I just keep changing it and adding on. Just want to see what it looks like in the camera. I like to look at everything in the dark, you know. I'm going to make a few changes to it. Just keep adding on, taking off, adding on. Okay. Have a good night. If you need me, you got my email. Got my email. Hold on a second. I have another email that I'm going to be sharing one day. If you can figure it out, I'll tell you what it is, but I'm not going to write it down. It's Zazareth@videotron.ca. Zazareth. Free the myth of Zazareth. And what is that myth of Zazareth? Is my mother's maiden name is the Czar of the IT Sky, and my name is Free the Myth. Well, because of the way people have said it over years, so I just use it that way, and I go Free the Myth of Zazareth, which is the truth deep back into our veins before we were born into the system of cloud for entertainment purposes only. I want to thank you for coming here to How To in Style today for entertainment purposes only. Download these videos, whether you like them or not. Be a part of the ledgers and memory bank of Mr. Tacpans, and you too are a part of whatever it is and all. Because all the smart people in the world, I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to put your puzzle together, one smart person at a time. And what qualifies you to be a smart person? Only you can decide.